Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video game collection video. And it's been 3 years, 3 years since the Nintendo Switch came out, and I still have mine right here. It's upside down. I still have mine right here. This is the one I bought 3 years ago. I did an unboxing for, same one from 3 years ago, and I love this little bastard. I love it. I love it so much. And I play it pretty much every day. So considering it's been 3 years and every day has been it's been used in some way, if I'm looking on the store, if I'm playing a game or whatever. Can't really do much else besides play games and look at stores. I guess you can go on Hulu if that's what your big thing, because Hulu's on here. Netflix isn't on here yet. It's been 3 years. 3DS has Netflix. Please, Nintendo. Like, really? Anyway, as you can see, I have different controllers on it. These are the Pro Cons or something like that. I forgot what they're called. But these things are awesome. I know a lot of people probably think these look weird if you've never seen them before. I know when I first saw them, I was like, whoa, that looks unusable now. Like, you're making your Switch way too long. But it actually fits pretty well. You know, it's actually great. And the thumbsticks are easily the best jumpsticks. I was going to say jumpsticks. Thumbsticks on the Nintendo Switch. Amazing. These feel so great. These feel so good. These feel so nice. And for first-person shooters, especially stuff like Overwatch, these are amazing. But anyway, enough about this thing. This is my original, but go over there. Now we're talking about games. We're going to talk about games. And now, if we're talking about digital games, I have at least 300 games for the Nintendo Switch. I have a lot of digital games. But we're not talking about digital games. We're talking about just physical. And when we're talking about physical, I have around, I'd say around 70 to 80 games. I haven't counted yet. I'll probably count after. But I didn't count yet. So let's get to it. And let's start off with the physical games. By the way, I know it's not really the 3-year anniversary. It's March 4th, but just roll with me, please, because I was a day late. I know. March 3rd is the actual 3-year anniversary. But if you want to get... Is it technically? Because it was a leap year this year. So really, it wouldn't be March 2nd? Wait, would it? Yeah. It technically... whatever. Who cares? It doesn't matter. So I know I'm a day late, but whatever. Anyway, let's get to the collector's editions first. Also, one last thing. I know I'm stalling. There will be no empty boxes in this. So if you watch my 2 other video game collection videos for the Nintendo Switch, I showed empty boxes in those. I'm not going to show them in this. So anyway, let's get to it. First one is a limited run collector's edition. This is Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon. I got this one from my boy Adrian. Shouts out. This is one of my favorite games of 2018. Love this game a lot. We actually just did a Games Gone By, which is our like retrospective series where we talk about older games that are at least a year old or maybe even older. Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon, of course, is barely 2 years old at this point. Not even, but yeah, it was a great game. And it's, you know what? It's a great game, and it is a great game. That's all I have to say. But anyway, I wanted the collector's edition for this because I loved it when I first played it. And yeah, I don't know. To be honest, at this point, I don't even know what's in here because I kept it sealed. But anyway, he got it for me. So thank you again, Adrian, if you're watching. I don't know where to put this. I wanted to do the collector's editions first to clear off some desk space, but now I don't have anywhere to put them. I guess I have to put them on the ground. Move that. I put them gently on the ground. There you go. Gently. Alright, next is another limited run game. This is one of my favorite games of last gen. Love this game, and I wish we would get a sequel, but I don't think it's going to happen. But anyway, we got Dust: An Elysian Tale. Great game. Hey, if you're a furry, you'll love this game. I'm not a furry, and I love this game. But if you're a furry, you'll really love this game. It's a Metroidvania, back when Metroidvanias weren't a dime a dozen. That almost sounded okay. A dime a dozen. Yeah, it was a Metroidvania game, but it had some awesome combat and a really good story for the most part. It wasn't too long. It's about a 10-hour game, but it's great, and I wanted the collector's edition. It came a little busted up. I don't know if you can see that little dent right there. You can kind of see it there. Has some dust on it. It's also bulging out a little bit. I don't know if you can tell there. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see. So they had to really pack this in. But I haven't opened it yet. I just wanted it as a collector's piece, so I have it. So there you go. That's my 2 limited run collector's editions. I think I have a couple of regular limited run games. Maybe 1, actually, thinking about it. But when it comes to collector's editions, that's all I have. Next is a game I'm still currently playing. I really need to finish it. And that's The Somnium Files. This is the Special Agent Edition, I think. And I am special. So I had to buy this. It was calling me. Anyway, something else was calling me about it. I don't know. Something else. I can't quite pinpoint it. But I was excited to get this because this is from the writer, director of the Zero Escape games, also the creators. Same, I'm pretty sure it's the same team. And I love Zero Escape. Zero Escape is a great series. Please port it to Nintendo Switch. What are you doing? Put it to the Switch. Put it. Come on. Do it. Come on. Anyway, this game's great so far. I'm about 12 hours in, I'd say. And it is great. It is great. I got to one ending so far. It wasn't a very good ending. It was quite a depressive ending, I guess. But depressing. What's wrong with me today? I keep saying words that don't mean anything. Depressing ending. Anyway, didn't feel good at the end of the ending. At the end of the ending, I felt bad. There you go. Put that on the box. Anyway, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. This is the Dreamer Edition. Now, to be fair, I have the game, and the game is here somewhere. So it's not in the box. Actually, no, I think it is in the box. Actually, thinking about it, I think I put it in the box. I did, actually. It's in there. Here, let me just prove it's that. Bam, there it is. So I did actually put it in the box. Never mind. I'm thinking of I. I is not in the box. The I is in one of these many piles of games here. But anyway, this game is great. I love it. And I also have to be honest, it doesn't have the art book. It's just the box. I bought the box separately from eBay because by the time I wanted to get this collector's edition, it was sold out everywhere. So, yeah, and to be honest, if it just comes with that art book, I hate the art books that are like that, where it's just like this small little crappy... Here, let me see if I can zoom it in better. Whatever, anyway, you can kind of see it there. It's one of those crappy small ones. Not the biggest fan of. So, I'm okay with not getting that one, to be honest. I did want the box, though. The box was really nice. I like a good outer box. Let me put this over here. All right. Next is Puyo Puyo Tetris. This is not really a collector's edition. It was more just I got a GameStop and they gave you an outer box that came with a keychain, which is kind of cool. This game's great. I play more of the Tetris part, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure still has the keychain in there. There you go. And that's a nice little keychain too. But it's a good game, great game. I'm trying to put that back in. Okay, there you go. So great game. Had it since it came out. Next is Deadly Premonition Origins. This is the collector's edition. I have yet to open it. Not a game I think I really want to go back to, at least not on the Nintendo Switch. It's a game that I will admit I never finished personally. I did not care for the gameplay. I really did not like the gameplay. Personally, this is a personal thing. I love Deadly Premonition. I've watched it countless times on playthroughs, but I've never finished it myself. I could never... I got really far. I should mention that. I got really far, but I just couldn't do it anymore. I really disliked the gameplay. And that was back 10 years ago. Maybe now I can probably power through it and like it. I just really did not like the gameplay. It was like Resident Evil 4 if it was made by like... this reference I made 10 years ago to myself, probably not even in a video, and 10 years ago it would have made more sense, but it's like the Asylum version of Resident Evil 4 pretty much when it comes to gameplay. If you remember the Asylum, they did like rip-offs of like blockbuster movies, like Transformers was Transmorphers, stuff like that. They did the War of the Worlds, they did one of those. But anyway, Deadly Premonition Origins is a collector's edition. It comes with some really awesome pins. They don't show you what they look like anywhere, but I definitely recommend... Actually, no, it does. It's right there. I'm a dumbass. Anyway, I do recommend watching an unboxing because those pins are really nice, but I kept it in the collection. I love the story of Deadly Premonition, so I'm really excited for that sequel. But I'm honest, I got really far in Deadly Premonition. I couldn't handle the gameplay anymore. Anyway, next is Aladdin and the Lion King collector's edition thing. It has the Sega Genesis clam case. They had a NES one. I didn't like the way the NES one looked. I'm sorry, the SNES one looked. So I got the clam case for the Genesis one. I thought that was kind of cool. So there you go. Anyway, great games. I know Lion King isn't the best one. I still love that game, but Aladdin is my jam. I will rock out to any of those 8-bit versions of those songs, or I guess 16-bit versions of those songs, any day. Next is the, I don't know how to pronounce this game's name. I've said it like 500 different times, like in different ways. Gris, Gris, East, Gris, Gru. I don't know. It's Gris, it's Greece, whatever. Anyway, Gris. I've heard it more times pronounced Gree than Gris or Gry or whatever. I'm gonna say Gris. I love this game. I just don't know how to pronounce the fucking title. One of my favorite games of 2018. It was also one of the last games to come out in 2018. And this is the Special Reserve Games Edition. And this actually goes for a lot of money. I think right now you can probably get it the cheapest around $150 on eBay. And I still have it sealed. Because I have it digital anyway. So it does come with some nice stuff in there. So I do recommend checking out a unboxing if there's any on YouTube. But yeah, anyway, next and the last one I have here for collector's editions is the Rune Factory 4 Special Archival Edition, right? Yeah, Archival Edition. I'm playing this game right now. I'm about 10 hours in. It's very anime. Like, I was expecting that. I mean, it's like every character looks like you would expect a character to look in the most generic of animes. There's like, you got the Sasuke characters, you got the Inuyasha characters, you got your Bakugo characters, you got everybody you expect. I like how I explained 3 characters are very similar to each other. They're all angry and fucking whatever. But you got all those type of characters. Yeah, but you know what? It's cute and the gameplay's fun. And I love farming. So right now I'm really enjoying it. It's addictive. That's for sure. I'm having a good time, and I do like that there's actually a story. Most of these Harvest Moon style games, which that is technically a Harvest Moon game, doesn't really have like a main overarching plot, but most of them are just like, hey, build a farm, hey, live your life, hey, get married. And this one's just like, hey man, there's some crazy shit happening over there, why don't you check it out? I'm like, I don't want to do that, I just want to farm. Anyway, I do like that though. Put that over there. All right, now let's get to the regular games. We'll go through these a little bit quicker. I do have the box for this one, the outer box for this, but it was in my closet, so I didn't feel like really getting it. It doesn't matter. It's the only way you can get this game anyway, so it's not like a collector's edition or anything, but it is Ring Fit Adventure. I did not play this game too much. I'm not going to lie right here. I'm going to say right here, this game is fun from what I played. I didn't play it too much. Obviously, look at me. But I'm having actually a better time at exercising with my Oculus Quest I just got, which I still play, than I am with this game. I like the Oculus Quest because there's actually an app on it that you can sideload to the Oculus Quest that actually tracks your like calorie burnage and stuff, which I think is actually kind of fun. So I'm actually having a better time using my Oculus Quest playing a bunch of games that I think are really fun than playing this one, which I think is fun. I really like the little what is it called again? Ring-Con, right? Ring-Con. I think that's really impressive stuff. It's more impressive that the Joy-Cons are that good at reading little movements than the than the Ring-Con itself, because the Ring-Con is just like a big rubber thing, where the Joy-Cons really can read little minute movements. That's really incredible, I think. And the camera is that good that it knows when you're like, I don't know. Anyway, Ring-Con is great. Ring Fit Adventure I like, but obviously not enough for me to continue to play. Next is Penny Punching Princess. I got this when Target was selling a lot of their Switch games for really cheap. Got this one for, I think, free. Yeah, I think a lot of them were on sale, and they were having a buy two get one free. So I got this one for free. So didn't hear it was great. SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy. I got this one. GameStop was selling a lot of Switch games for $10. Didn't play it. Same thing for this game. Sushi Striker: The Way of Sushido. This is actually a game I'm interested in playing. I've always been interested in playing because it looked like it was actually going to be a fun little game that should have been like a downloadable game for $20. It came out as a $60 game, which is crazy. But yeah, for $10, that's a great price for that game. Legend of K Anniversary. I remember this game when it first came out on the PS2, I believe. I played a little bit of it, I think, on the PS2. And then it came out again on PS4, the Anniversary Edition. And I played that, and it definitely aged. But it's not a bad platformer. I haven't played on Switch yet. It's still sealed. It was a $10 game during GameStop. But Yeah, I want. Actually, no. I think that was Best Buy. I think that was Best Buy. Taking a swig. So Legend of K Anniversary. I'm pretty sure that was Best Buy. So it was $10. Figured out I get it. Same thing with this one. The Book of Unwritten Tales 2, which is a game I actually have on the Xbox One. I heard this is kind of like a point and click adventure game. It's one of those ones you see all the time on Xbox or PS4 or especially on Steam. But I heard this is actually really good. It's actually very well written, and I never even heard of the original game. So this is definitely something that is a perfect fit for the Switch, though. Nice little adventure game on the Switch, on the go. You know. Mega Man Legacy Collection plus Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. There you go. Got that recently. Talking about recently, I got these really recently. I got Farming Simulator for Nintendo Switch. Farming Simulator Nintendo Switch Edition, and Hunting Simulator, which is just Hunting Simulator, no Nintendo Switch Edition. Both of these were comboed together at GameStop for $10, so $5 each. That's a great deal. And I heard that Farming Simulator is actually pretty good for Nintendo Switch. And anybody that knows me knows I love me some farming. What used to be here before I got this autographed Red Dead Redemption 2 poster was a Stardew Valley poster. So, and I love Stardew Valley. So, yeah, if you know me, you know I like farming. Not in real life, though. I don't like doing anything in real life. Fuck that. But, in games, I'll farm any day. Next is Steins Gate Elite, which is a game I want to play, I guess. It's a graphic novel, so you don't really play it. But I've been wanting to play the Steins Gate series for a very long time. I even have the anime. From what I heard, this combines the anime together with the original story of Steins Gate. So this is the best version. That's why it's called Elite. Yeah, I think this is the best way to play it because you can play both the game and watch the anime at the same time. It's perfect. You can kill two birds with one stone. Except I'm assuming it probably doubles the length of the game because now you have anime cutscenes. I don't know. I'm sure it's not the entire anime. I'm sure it's just little snippets. So anyway. Next is Killer Queen Black. We actually just, me and a few of the boys, you know who you are if you're watching, we played this game recently, and it was actually really fun. It was fun. I figured it would be. I heard it was really fun, but I didn't know how it was going to work with our dynamic, but it actually worked out. It was pretty fun. It was really, really fun, actually. I'm not going to lie. I had a good time with this game. I'm really good as, like, backup to the queen. At least the games I played, where I'm like the guy that comes in with like the hammer or whatever. You get certain weapons if you just find them or whatever. You go into the little things and you get weapons. And I'm good at like messing up the queen, messing up guys, defending. I'm good at defending. We got a guy that's good at snail riding. We got a guy that's good at picking up items and putting them in the things. We got the queen herself. I'm the backup to the queen. So anyway, next is Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE Encore. Hashtag FE, what the fuck? Yeah, hashtag FE Encore. I guess it's Sharp FE Encore? I don't know. Whatever. Bought this when it first came out, about a week after it first came out. So, not exactly when it first came out. But it was on sale for $50 on Amazon already immediately, a week later. And I had a $10 coupon, so I bought it. I was figuring this would be the game I go to next after Tokyo. I mean, not Tokyo. That's this game. The Somnium Files, but I haven't even finished that, and now I'm on to Rune Factory 4. This is how life goes. But anyway, I do want to play it eventually. Because I do have it on Wii U, and I got like maybe 5 hours into the Wii U version when it first came out. But it was on Wii U, and I don't want to play it too much, because I didn't like the Wii U. Sports Party, this is another $10 game I got from Best Buy. Yeah, it's like a sports, kind of Wii sports kind of thing, compilation. Heard it was okay. Has skateboarding, I actually know that. Frisbee, beach tennis, sports party, whatever. It's something like summer stuff. I don't know. Just jam out with your friends. I don't care. Next is Overwatch. Technically not a physical game, but it came with a box, and I did buy the game, and it came with a code, and it's downloaded on my Switch right now. So there's one downloadable game right there, but it came with a box. That's why I'm showing it. I have a few other ones that are digital games that came with a box too, so prepare yourself. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. I bought this mainly because it was really cheap on OfferUp. I got it for pretty cheap. I think it was like right when it came out too, and I got it really cheap for, I think, $15? So it's like a $30 game on Switch. I heard it's really good on Switch too, and I loved this game when I played it on 360. Didn't care for the original Dragon's Dogma, but this Dark Arisen update actually changed enough where I'm like, you know what? I can get into this now. They made a save point system that wasn't fucking garbage, so that was good. And you could do like fast travel and stuff, which was nice. Next is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I think I just picked this up recently at Black Friday. And yeah, it's the Nintendo Switch version. Still need to play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I'm like 5 hours in. I haven't went back to it. That's the case for most games nowadays for me. Super Mario Maker 2. Really fun. I didn't get into it as much as I got into the original Mario Maker. It's just not as special, I guess, anymore. But I do want to go back to it and play some of them levels because I don't really like creating. I tried to create and stuff and just I'm not good at it personally. But yeah. So anyway, there you go. That's the first stack. So there you go. Next is Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. This I want to play eventually because I love Zelda. I'm not the biggest fan of the Warriors franchise or the Mushu, or what the fuck it's called. Whatever it's called, you know, the fighting endless waves of bad guys and stuff. They all just stand around while you beat their asses, you know. Not the biggest fan of those games, but I do love Zelda enough where I do want to try this out again. And I remember playing it on Wii U and really loving the first hour. I was like, whoa, this is great. The music was playing and stuff, and there was like badass battles and stuff, and it was really cool. Zelda was like, it was badass. Everybody's badass. I was like, whoa, here we go. This is the Zelda game I've been wanting. Everybody's a badass. And then it just kind of got into monotonous bullshit after the first hour. I was just like, but I'll give it a chance again on Nintendo Switch. Maybe I can really get into it this time. Next is Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. This is a game I got from Target during their Target sale for Switch games. I believe it was $18 or something like that. So next is Moonlighter, which is a game that is of course something that I would like. It's not a farming game, but it is a game where you go, I guess you do farm technically, but it's like in the RPG sense, we have to go and like get a bunch of items and stuff, and of course level up and stuff. But you're a shopkeeper, and you have to go into dungeons and kill enemies and get new things to sell at your shop. So you're moonlighting as a dungeon killer, but of course in the day you're just a shopkeeper or whatever. Anyway, next is LA Noire. To be honest, I don't know why I bought this. I think I got it for $10. That's why I bought it. But still don't really know why I bought it because I'll never play this on Switch. I do have it on Xbox One. I don't know why this is the one I decided to open. But yeah, LA Noire. Next is Dead Cells, which of course everybody remembers this game because it got well, it's a great game. Everybody remembers it for being a great game, but also the IGN controversy that happened, where someone ripped off that guy Boomstick Reviews, Boomstick Gaming, whatever his name is. I think it's Boomstick Gaming. Whatever. Anyway, Dead Cells, great game, really great game. When it comes to roguelikes, this is one of my favorites. Not the biggest fan of that franchise, but this is really good. So I think you would consider this a roguelike, right? I don't even play too many of them. Yeah, Roguevania, I guess. Roguelike and a Castlevania. Or a Metroidvania. Alright, so this is, I think, the only... I didn't notice, but the plastic's, like, coming off of this. This is, like, the only limited run game I have that's also just a standard version. You know, it's not a collector's edition. And that is Saturday Morning RPG. The reason why I got this is because this is the first game I bought from Limited Run Games when it was a new baby company. That was their second release ever, by the way, Saturday Morning RPG. Bought the PS4 and PS Vita copies because, like, you know what? I want to support these guys. I didn't even know if it was actually going to be like worth anything because there's some Limited Run Games type sites out there that can't get rid of their games. Like they'll have 1,000 copies and nobody buys them, and then they just don't sell out and they're never worth anything. But I gave Limited Run Games a chance because Saturday Morning RPG looked kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I bought it mainly because of that. And then of course now those games go for at least triple their value. I kept both Saturday Morning RPG copies I have. I have them both on PS4 and Vita. But now I have it on Switch. I think the Switch version goes for like $50. Bought it for $35, so that's fine. Anyway, there you go. Next is Dragon Quest XI. I got about 3 hours into this game and then I kind of stopped playing. I do want to go back to it, But I think I want to do Tokyo Mirage Sessions first, because that seems like a more, I don't know. It makes more sense after Ruin Factory, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, Ruin Factory is very anime. This game, don't get me wrong, I think it's very anime, but like Tokyo Mirage Sessions all about pop stars. That's like peak anime, if you ask me. SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. I don't know what this character's from. I don't want to play that game. Anyway, I played about 3 of these games actually so far, and some of them were pretty fun. I think one was called Psycho Soldier, I think. That one was really fun. I can't remember the other two. The other two were fun, too, that I played. Well, one of them was kind of annoying. I think it was like called Munch Cruise or Munchmobile or something like that. That one was really annoying. But I played another one that was actually kind of fun. Oh, it was Prehistoric Island or something like that. Anyway, it was like a shooter. Anyway, those games were fun, so I might go back to that in the future. Didn't realize this, but I actually have this game already on Xbox One, downloadable. So me buying this back when I bought it was pointless, because I could just play it on Xbox. But it's nice to have this portable. This is a great collection for portable. Next is Terraria. Bought this when GameStop had it on sale for like $16 or whatever. I like Terraria, so I figured I might as well pick it up. And I'll keep it sealed most likely, because I'm probably not going to play it anytime soon, but I do like Terraria. Terraria is actually really fun. So next is Soldum Drop Connect Erase. So Soldum, that game. I don't know. Next is Pokemon Sword, which is still sealed. Bought that for really cheap on OfferUp. Someone was selling it for like $25, and just to make sure I got it, I offered them $30 and I got it. So I think it was like almost $35 after tax and whatnot. So that's a really good deal. Even right now, I got this back in December, I believe, maybe early January. No, I think it was December. Anyway, Pokemon Sword. Aqua Moto Racing Utopia. When you could win a Yamaha jet ski. How did I not notice that until now? How details and I gotta open this now. No. Imagine I had the winner. It's like the golden ticket. I never opened it though. I don't care. I don't need it anyway. Look at me. I probably couldn't even fit on the motherfucker. It would just sink immediately. What's the point? Anyway, next is Siberia, which is a great adventure game, point and click adventure game. I highly recommend everybody play this game. Bought this, as you can see, it's a European copy. I bought this on eBay for pretty cheap. I think it was only $20, so it wasn't like too expensive considering it's not an American copy. But yeah, I heard it's actually a pretty good port, so I definitely recommend playing at least the first game. The second game I liked as well. Third game I didn't play. I heard it was terrible. So I just immediately I was like, I didn't even know a third game was being made until it came out. I was like, wait, what? And then it came out and I heard it was terrible. I was like, oh, that's why. So speaking of adventure games, Phoenix Wright, baby. Hell yeah. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. I was going to say Ace Combat. I'm not going to lie. Ace Attorney Trilogy comes with the first 3 games. Obviously, that's what trilogy means. And I love this game. I really do. I love these games, I should say. But I love this compilation, too. This compilation's great. All the HD artwork, of course. That's not new. I think they already had the HD artwork before. But it's really good. When the 3DS version came out, it was already HD, I guess, if you consider that HD. But whatever. It was refined, I guess. It didn't look like a Game Boy Advance game, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, great game. Highly recommend all 3 of these games. The third one being my favorite. Anyway, next is Fitness Boxing. Didn't work. Luigi's Mansion 3. I am going to play this game eventually. I just bought it. I will play this. I really want to play this. I have too many games. Please, God, stop releasing fucking video games. I need to catch up. Please. Please, God. Anyway, next is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, of course. Gotta have that in your collection. I actually just got it recently from GameStop because I didn't have it anymore at a certain point. This one's called Poi Explorer Edition. You can't see because of the friggin' GameStop sticker. I tried to rip it off, but it did one of those things where it just left residue, so I said, screw it. I heard it's actually not too bad of a game. It's like a platformer. I don't know. I heard it was okay. And it was during one of those, like, get 4 $10 games for $20 at GameStop, so I was like, for $5, fuck it. Might as well. Slay the Spire. This game I really want to get into also. I'm not gonna lie, I should have probably got this downloadable, but it wasn't as cheap. downloadable as it was physical. So I got it for $20 physical. So I'm sure it's cheap now, but yeah, it's one of those games that downloadable makes more sense. But from what I heard, that's maybe not the case because the game is very addictive. So like a downloadable game, I feel like should be a game that you can go back to whenever you want. You know what I mean? Like, play it here and there. But if this game is as addictive as I heard it is, then it's going to be one of those games where you just don't want to stop playing it anyway. So you're going to have the card in there for a little while. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Anyway, next is Valkyria Chronicles 4. Bought this when Best Buy screwed up their prices, I think, back in 2018. I got this for really cheap. I think it was like $15 or something like that. Maybe 20. It might have been 20, but that was cheap back then because this game just came out like a couple months before, and it's also a Switch game, so Switch games never go down in price. Well, they do, but not as quickly as Xbox or PS4. Next, of course, you got Breath of the Wild. Masterpiece. Great game. Same goes for this one, Super Mario Odyssey. Masterpiece. Great game. Next is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Masterpiece. Oh, great game. And the next game is Brawl Out. Masterpiece. Oh, so good. Great game. Better than Smash. No, I'm just kidding. Does this game have it has the Lucha Fury guy? No, not Lucha Fury. That's a completely different game. What was that game called? Guacamelee. It has that guy, but does it also have Rayman? Or am I thinking of? I'm thinking of what's the other game? Oh God, it's like free. I heard it's really good. I think it's free. Could be wrong. It's like Brawlhalla. There you go. I'm thinking of that. Anyway, Starlink Battle for Atlas, great game. I actually really good game, I should say. From what I played, I only played a couple hours of it, but really fun. I actually really liked it, and of course, Star Fox. I don't think we'll ever get or at least good Star Fox game. So this is probably the best we'll get. Thank you, Ubisoft. At least you did something. Deathmark, game that I've been wanting to play for a very long time. I said this for about every game so far. I know you're probably tired of fucking hearing it, so I'm just gonna go to the next game. This game I've played, Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. To be fair, I forgot you can get the Ganondorf armor set. I just looked at it, I was like, wait, what? It's like, I actually completely forgot about that. But to be fair, I didn't finish the DLCs, so that's one thing I didn't finish. But Diablo 3, I played on 360, and I loved it. I didn't have a great computer when it first came out, but from what I heard, it didn't even matter because you couldn't play it because of the terrible, terrible launch of that game. Next is The World Ends With You, a game I've been wanting to play for so long, and I was so happy to hear it was coming to Switch. I played this game, and oh boy, I did not like it. It's not the game itself, even though the main character immediately made me not want to play it because he was immediately an unlikable character. But the touch controls, I really did not like. I really didn't. Nintendo Switch, when it comes to its touch control only games, I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, I liked Vose, which was a fun little musical game, but I rather have had it be a game where I can use the controls. And maybe you can now, but when it first came out, you could only touch it, so you had to take the Joy-Cons off and hold this weird little tablet thing. It was very, very weird. When you're holding a Switch with no Joy-Cons in it, it looks very strange to me, at least. It feels very strange because you have like those little indentation in those little things where you slide the Joy-Cons in. You have those like pressing against your palm. And I guess you could play the Nintendo Switch with the Joy-Cons still in with the touchscreen, but it feels very uncomfortable when you have your thumbs like doing this pretty much. It's weird. So yeah, the Joy-Con, it makes it a little bit more comfortable, but it still is not comfortable. A little bit more comfortable, but not comfortable overall. Anyway, that game, I don't know if they added like regular controls to the game yet. I know the DS had touch controls too, but that one probably made way more sense than the Nintendo Switch. But I didn't care for it. I really wanted to get into it. Next is Owlboy, a game I've been wanting to play for a long time, and yada yada. Yeah. Anyway, when it comes to games that I love, Dust and Elysian Tail, like I said earlier, is a game I loved, and every time I saw this game, it made me think about Dust and Elysian Tail, especially since this game was in the works for a very long time, like Dust and Elysian Tail. So I wanted to play it, but I never got around to it. So maybe one day. Ys 8, is it Ys or Ys? I've heard it's pronounced Ease. I'll say Ease. Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana. I got about 10 hours into this game and I never continued it. I just don't play games, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, got that. Has Been Heroes. This is my original copy back when it first came out. I think I got it downloadable, and then I picked it up physical because I thought it was going to be like a rare physical game because it was only at GameStop, and I don't think that ever happened. So there you go. I didn't really care for it. I remember not really liking it too. I should mention that. Next is Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Classic Switch game. Came out 3 years ago. It's like the first actual original game for the Switch. I guess ARMS was the first. That's not true. So ARMS was the first. But I think that was the first one that got critical acclaim. Because that came out a few months after the Switch came out. And it was like one of those that was not only a surprise, but people loved it. People really liked it. Either really liked it or loved it. I don't think there was anybody that really hated that game. ARMS was like a little bit more mixed. And I know someone's going to say, how about Breath of the Wild? But that was also on Wii U. I mean, like, original for the Switch. And Mario Kart 8 doesn't fucking count either. Don't even... Oh, well, they added the original battle mode. Yeah, they should have had the original battle mode in the Wii U one. Not some stupid-ass racing one. Sucked. Anyway, Bayonetta 2, baby! Bayonetta 2, great game. I would love to replay it on the Switch. One day. Fire Emblem Warriors. I think this is a game I bought because it was on sale for like super cheap. So that's the only reason why I have it. Don't like the Warriors games, like I said. Nintendo Labo Toy-Con 1. I still have my unfinished piano from the Nintendo Labo somewhere. I finished, I think, something. I finished one thing. I can't remember what it was. I finished one thing, and then I did the piano, which was like the hardest one to do. And I got like halfway through, and I just got bored. Yeah. Anyway, Splatoon 2. I guess Splatoon 2 probably came out before Rabbids, didn't it? But not really original. But I guess Mario Rabbids isn't original. But it is original when it comes to its gameplay. Except it's not. It's XCOM. Fuck. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Octopath Traveler. I still have yet to play this. I'm a collector also. You gotta remember that, okay? And this game still goes for around $50, so $40-$50, so whatever. Anyway. Alright, last stack, and then we'll be done, so you can stop hearing me say I've never played any of these games. First is Salt and Sanctuary. Got this mainly because it was like $10, I think, at Best Buy. Comes with what includes exclusive 2-sided poster, adventurer's manual, and original soundtrack download code. Is this me or the artwork looks a little weird? I just realized the artwork looks weird. Like it's like really blurry. See, there, these glasses are failing me. A doomed sailor shipwrecked on an uncharted island. That's a great description. I guess there's more to it. Well, no, those are just quotes. All right. Well, anyway, I heard it's a pretty good game. I think this one got compared to Dark Souls a little bit. Like it's like a side-scrolling version of like Dark Souls. I could be thinking of a different game though. Anyway. Next is Scribblenauts Mega Pack. I love Scribblenauts. I actually played both of these games. So I played them when they first came out on Wii U. So at least I could talk about them. Scribblenauts Unmasked and Unlimited. Great games. I just love coming up with like different ways to solve the issue. I think Scribblenauts is a series that if they really upgraded it every new game, like I mean like gave it tons and tons of new ways to solve some of these puzzles. And just like a bunch of different things to bring into the world by typing it up. If you don't know what Scribblenauts is, it's like a game where they say, hey, can you solve this issue? And you have to actually type it out, like type out an issue. I mean, a way to solve it. So like say a guy says, I need a bottle of hot sauce. Or I need something that's spicy. They say like, I need something that's spicy. That's very vague. Then you could just type in like, I don't know, just a hot sauce or anything, a spicy chicken wing. You can put anything, and then it'll pop in. But the problem with Scribblenauts sometimes is that certain things aren't in the game. So if you put spicy chicken wing, that might not appear. You know, so that's why I think every one of these games needed to really upgrade how much stuff was in there. But I liked those games either way. Next is Collection of Mana, which of course comes with Secret of Mana. Final Fantasy Adventure, and Trials of Mana, which never came out over here. Secret of Mana I played when I was a young lad. I never played the other two. I think I had Final Fantasy Adventure on my Game Boy, but I never played it. So, anyway. I need to take a swig. You might be able to tell. Alright. Almost done. Next is Fire Emblem Three Houses, another game I need to get back to. This game I got maybe like 6-7 hours in, and then I was just like swamped with other things and stuff. I was just like, oh my god. Oh god, but I do need to get back to it eventually. Dragon Quest Builders 2, this was my addiction for a good maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I really want to get back to it. It was a very simple game, so you can get back to it pretty much any time. But yeah, Dragon Quest Builders 2, awesome game from what I played. One of my favorites of last year. I played it maybe 25-30 hours. Really enjoyed it. I was building like a nice little base and stuff. I was having a good time. So really want to go back to it and finish that base. It was like an underground base too. Darksiders War Mastered Edition. This is the messed up black spine version of it, which was not supposed to happen. So now this and Nintendo Labo, the Toy-Con 1, are the only 2 games in my Nintendo Switch collection that have the black spine. So, hey, at least it looks different. You just look at all these spines, and they're all like the same looking shit. It's just like the only thing that actually changes sometimes is the logo. That's the only thing that looks different from them. God. Like, look at a PS4 spine or look at an Xbox One spine. They all look different. They have all different fonts and stuff. Some of them use the game logo and stuff. It's just nice. These are just crap. But anyway, Darksiders War Mastered Edition. I had to get it because of the spine. I knew that was a mess up, so I had to get it. So, and it was a mess up. So there you go. I was right. Next is the Somnium Files Day 1 edition. I had the big box, so here's the small box. Astral Chain. Now this one, to be fair to me, I played a couple hours of, maybe like an hour and a half of, and I just couldn't get into it. I really couldn't. I want to. I really did. I really wanted to get into it, but I just couldn't. I don't know why. I love Platinum too. I do really want to get back and try it again, this time on a big screen, because I was playing it portable. This time on a big screen, see if I can really get into it. I just replayed Vanquish, so I'm in a Platinum Games mood, and of course they're gonna have a really big year this year. I have a feeling Bayonetta 3 is coming out this year. That Asgard's Fall, or whatever it's called. No, what was it called? Babylon's Fall, not Asgard's Fall. And of course they just announced that GG thing. So, and of course Wonderful 101's coming back. I gotta have a good year. Anyway, Civilization 6. One day I will get into the series. One day, because it seems like it'll be right up my alley as well. I do like strategy games. I do really like strategy games. I just don't have the attention span for them. I like them, I just don't have the attention span for them. Meaning I shouldn't really like them, but I do like them. I do! These type of strategy games, I should say, by the way. They're played kind of like a board game, you know. Anyway, Rune Factory 4 Special. There's the case for it. There you go. Alright, now the next, like, 5 of these I'll go through quick, because these are downloadable games. And I know you're probably like, wait, what? But they made cases, like, cased games that are downloadable games. So inside each of these cases is a downloadable code, no cartridge. But I kept these sealed because I thought maybe they'd be worth something in the future. And I don't think any time recently have they gone up from their regular price of like $15 each or whatever. So anyway, Impossible Mission, Putty Squad. Super Putty Squad. Fruit Fall Crush. I wonder what that's ripping off. James Pond. Codename Robocod. He's a fish. And Rally Races. So there you go. So those 5. One day maybe they'll be worth something. Next is Forager. This game I got addicted to last year for a long while, I would say. For about, I'd say 15 hours, I was sucked into this game. I finished it, so that's the only reason why I'm still not playing it right now. So there you go. Forager. And the last game is Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, which I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Got this for super cheap on GameFly. I will play it eventually, one of these days. One day I will. But I think that's about it. So that is it. I don't know how many games that was. I'm going to assume around 70, maybe 75. I'm not sure. I'll count after this. Maybe it's way lower, maybe it's way higher. I'm not really sure, but I was just guesstimating. But anyway, there you go. That is that. I hope you enjoyed my Nintendo Switch collection video for this year. And sorry for all the stumbling and stuff. Not feeling that great. I don't know. But whatever. I got it done. I wanted to do it today, and I had some time. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Until next time, I'll see you later. Goodbye. And let me know what you have in your Switch collection. What are you playing now? Tell me in the comments. I'll read it.